You're live.
Alright guys, happy Thursday. So I'm doing something totally different, which is JF's recording me earlier in the day because, let's face it, everybody wants to be on at 5, and it is so much easier if we don't have people saying hi to me, because then I don't say hi to everybody and then feelings get hurt. So rather than even doing that, we're going to just post this video. Tell me if you like it at the end of the day.
Plus then we get to eat dinner before 7.
So I am taking strawberries. Okay, I took 6 strawberries, handful of blueberries. We're still complying to that thing that I'm doing, that Whole30 thing.
So that's no sugar.
No sugar, even though it's driving me crazy. I have to tell everybody I'm on day 11 and they say tiger blood, whatever.
Is that mint?
That's mint, fresh mint.
Why the tiger's almost extinct, honey.
Oh, really?
Because it eats no sugar.
Because it eats no sugar. I can't even talk anymore, guys. Okay, and everybody, I'm in a white linen dress because, let's face it, here on the East Coast, it's a little warm. So I'm taking half of a fresh Myers lemon, squeezing that in here, and then half of a lime. Now, a friend of mine that I met with yesterday, you know who I'm talking about, wink, wink, and I were talking about what I could do that would be different. Do you want to hear about it, JF?
Sure.
Rather than just talking about my mocktails, it's like getting real. And she thought, why don't you talk about something that people might care about? And
well, I think people care about the mocktails.
I think they care about the mocktails, but I think that instead of like let's get a little deeper. So what I wanted to, and his face, you should have seen JF's face, you guys. He was like, oh, I don't want to go deep. But what I want to go deep about is, like, if you have addiction in your family, it might be time to get honest about it. The only reason I say that is because it allows communication to open up in your home. Now, obviously, because people have seen my kids on my tapes and have seen interviews with Ken and with Hadley and with Henry, and they all take part in this thing, even though Hadley's totally embarrassed that I do these mocktails. But, you know, I've told them since day one, I was like, you guys, I think they kind of knew, because Mommy was always crabby and sitting on the couch and going, oh my gosh, go play in traffic. I have the worst headache. I was so hungover. Any of you relate? Anyway, so I tell him to go play in traffic, and the reality is that I was hungover because I couldn't handle the night before. The night before I had had too much to drink. So that being said, I told my kids from day one what I was doing and that I had to quit drinking and that it was a disease in our family and that they have to beware. Did you know that, Jeff?
I didn't know that. There's a disease in your family?
Is there a disease in your family?
Probably.
Okay, so when we have this disease, but what do we tell our kids? If you have a problem, this is the one thing that, okay, by the way, here it is all muddled together.
Here's what I say. You know where to go if you think you need help.
If you think you need help. And I have to tell you, that has really helped my kids. And it's helped JF's kids. Let's face it, if we can talk to each other and have open communication, life can be so much easier. Then we don't have to hide, and we don't have to be scared of what everybody's going to say, what everybody's going to think, and all this other stuff that's in our head. Instead, we get out and we talk about it.
Now what are you doing?
Now I'm putting Pellegrino in with my muddled mix. And here we go. I'm going to stir it all up. Okay, because it's going to be much better in here. Let's face it, it's all better if it's better all mixed together. But what I was trying to say before JF interrupt me, like, what am I doing? So it's like talking about that big, large purple elephant in the room. Do we know what we're talking about, that big, large purple elephant? When people don't want to talk about it. But you know what? Talking makes things so much easier. People don't have to feel alone. People don't have to feel scared. People don't have to feel, you know what? They can say, you know what? This is what's going on. And that is what my kids, for sure, they're like, Mom, if I have a drinking problem, I'm adding more Pellegrino. Then I'm going to take the phone for 1 second. And we're going to put this garnish on top.
Well, it looks delicious.
Cheers for a hot day. And what are we going to call it? Strawberry, lemon, Devine.
And it looks pretty yummy. It's funny, it looked like you had a clown nose because of where the
okay, everybody, so
was.
what I was going to say, here we go. I'm trying to get this to come behind me. They won't let me. Okay, so here we go. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have a problem or somebody in your family has a problem with addiction, you need to talk about it. And if your kids are little and you are like, gosh, could they ever become an addict? Well, the reality is if it's in your family, which 9 out of 10 families, it's in your family, you got to tell them. And not like it's something to be ashamed of. If you have the problem, it's time to get a solution and know that you're not alone. If anybody out there has ideas that they'd like to talk about, I don't only make mocktails, by the way. There's other things I can do. And if you would like me to talk about something or to cover something that I haven't covered before, please email me at Bizzy, Bizzy, at BizzyLivingSober.com. Now it's kind of confusing because the busy for busy, Bizzy, and the at Bizzy Living Sober, BUSY, livingsober.com. All right, until next week, I hope you guys like this, that I'm not live. What do you think? I'm not live. I'm actually coming to you. This was taped a little bit earlier today. Do you like it? Let me know your thoughts, everybody, and keep getting busy living sober.